Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I am very excited to share with you some new beauty purchases and items that I think, especially if you're like a minimal makeup lover, kind of natural looking makeup generally speaking, some good recommendations in here for you. And I did some shopping when I was in London and some duty-free shopping, and I have a few new gifted bits that I want to share with you that I think are some of the best things on the market right now that I have also really been enjoying. So the first one I want to share with you is a new foundation. I don't know what it is, but I have been on such a kind of skin base product kick at the moment. I cannot stop buying concealers, foundations, blushes. Like, those are the categories that have been really exciting me at the moment, and some lip stuff. There's some lip stuff too, but let's get into kind of the base items first. So the first one is a cushion foundation from YSL, and it is the YSL Skin Affair Soft Glow Cushion Foundation. I am wearing the shade LN10. Now, I had a YSL cushion foundation the first time around they brought one of these out, and it had like the black packaging and I loved it. And what I would say is this one has a little bit more coverage than that one. So as far as foundations go, this one definitely feels like the kind of more coverage side of things compared to what I'm used to. But I have been absolutely loving this, and a little goes a really long way. And the premise with a cushion foundation is you kind of like use the little sponge. I have to say, I still love applying it with a brush. I know people say like, no, you have to use the pad, and sure you can, but for me, I like a brush and I love putting it on with the Hourglass. This one, it has kind of like the duo end. I just find it blends so beautifully. And especially because I do like this base applied in a kind of more natural way. I like a good rich emollient moisturizer on underneath. So I wear the shade LN10. It does come in, I believe, 30 shades, or there's a really good shade range. And it just, first of all, it lasts a really long time. It feels beautiful on the skin, and this is gonna cover redness. I think this is gonna cover like dullness on the skin. And it feels really beautiful on, and I have been reaching for this, especially when I want kind of like a makeup foundation for filming, or if I'm doing something where I just want it to be on at the beginning of the day, leave it and forget it. This is what I've been reaching for. And like I said, it does say soft glow, so it still has that dewiness, which I really, really love. And yeah, she's really good. Really been loving this. Okay, so there are a lot of new concealers in my rotation. I've been loving the Ilia one. I've been loving the Chantecaille one. I've been loving my Merit stick. I've been using that a lot. But when I was at Well Duty Free, I was like, I really want to try this. So I picked it up. It is Chanel's new, I think it's the Le Beige concealer. Le Beige, what does it say? Corrector concealer, and I got the shade B20, which I remember when this first came out in Los Angeles, the Chanel like beauty store didn't have my shade in stock, so I was like, okay, it's not for right now. When I saw this at the airport, I was like, I am going to pick this up. And this has kind of become my like everyday concealer when I want something very fresh. I wouldn't say this is going to give you like supreme coverage, but what I do like about it is that it has a very real skin look. So again, if I'm using this, I don't really need more coverage from a concealer. I can just go in with this. And on the days where I don't want to wear any foundation, this has been really nice just around my nose, just underneath my eyes. The applicator, rather than being like a traditional doe foot, it's more like a kind of hard piece of plastic. It kind of has this like firmness to it, which I think really surprised me. I kind of was expecting like a doe foot, and I was like, oh, that's really interesting. Not sure how I feel about that. But that aside, it has been a really lovely concealer. Like I said, if you want something that definitely has is not super full coverage and very hydrating, I really recommend giving this a try. Now, if there's one place I love to go to when I'm in London, it is to the Selfridges Beauty Hall. And this was kind of like a not planned purchase. It was one of those things where I was like, ooh, I just am intrigued and I want to try that. So it's by Ismaya. Ismaya French is an incredible makeup artist. I've followed her work for a long time. Love her artistic brain. It's just fantastic. And I saw these stood up, so they kind of look like crayons. And does it even say what this is called on here? Sculpting stick, and this is in the shade Ash. Now, I know a lot of brands are doing these. I've seen Victoria Beckham doing them, and lots of people doing kind of the very like fine pencil crayon kind of type shape applicator, but I love that. It's almost reminds me of like Ellis Fast, where it's like the bullet. It kind of has that feel, and this is so balmy. I feel like some of those contour sticks can be quite hard to work in, almost like a bit too pigmented, and this for me feels like it's just the right amount of pigment. I have used this like on my eyes as well to kind of add shadow, like if I just want to do a bit more depth in like the contour in my eye socket, it's really nice for that. You can use it to add like shadow just under the lip if you want your lips to look a bit fuller. But it is so beautiful on, and I definitely feel like I need to now try more of Ismaya's makeup line. But I really love this. Like I said, this was the shade Ash, and it was one of those things I was like, I just feel cool to get it, and I'm gonna get it, and I'm glad I did. So the next item was a repurchase. I was originally gifted this from Lisa Eldridge, and I finished using it probably about a month ago. I was kind of like scraping the last bit out, and so I bought a new one when I was in Selfridges. It is her, I think this is called the Eye Silk, or the latex, the eye latex in the shade Phoebe. And this is one of those like, just pop a little bit on and instantly it's just going to make your eyelid have this really clean base that's perfect if you want to put other makeup on top, but it's also beautiful on its own. I feel like when I wear a liquid liner, sometimes I need something to kind of help the liquid liner just have something to adhere to and apply smoothly. This does that, but it's also a beautiful color, and they do have a really good mix of these kind of like more matte tones. And when I say matte, it's not like a flat matte. There's still some dimension to it without it being shimmery, if that makes sense. So it definitely has kind of like a matte appearance, but it still has that silky quality. So easy to use. It's definitely buildable as well, and I'll just kind of like buff it in with a makeup brush, like a fluffy brush. And I'm really glad to have a fresh one back in my makeup bag, because this has become one of those products that I really struggle to be without. Okay, let's talk mascara. Mascara and me have had a very rocky relationship, and there are very few mascaras I can honestly say I swear by. I love the Thread Cosmetics, you know, I've talked about that till I'm blue in the face. I love the, is it the Clinique Lash Power or something like that? And I found the Merit Clean Lash Mascara was one that I was using for a lot last year and loved it. Then they came out with a brand new one, which I was sent, and it is their new Clean Volume Mascara in black. I believe it comes in brown as well. And given how much I loved the original Clean Lash Mascara, I cannot get over how perfect this is. Yes, you heard that right, perfect. I think it's my new favorite. I think I've decided it's my new favorite. So I actually purchased, this is my second one since it came out. I've used it non-stop, and this is my second one because I wanted to have one in my like travel makeup bag and for everyday use. And I've been thinking about like how to describe this and why it's so perfect. And I think the best reason, like, yes, it gives you a beautiful fluttery lash. Yes, it gives great volume. It looks amazing on the lashes. But I think what it is the fact that as soon as you open it, it has like the perfect amount of wetness, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like my belief with mascara is it always hits peak performance like 2 weeks after open, like after it's been open and used. So while I don't believe in like, we don't want to be pumping air into our mascaras, sometimes when you get a mascara, like it's really hard to know if it is going to work for you until you've like used it a few times, because it needs to just kind of get that tiny little bit of air in there just to help the formula become like not dry up, but just kind of be less wet than it is when most mascaras are first opened. And that's what I mean, like just straight out the tube on the first application, this is phenomenal. I love it on bottom lashes, and it is a tubing mascara. For me, tubing mascaras are what, that has been the game changer for me in my makeup. My personal makeup bag is opting for a tubing mascara. It just works really well for me. And I love the Clean Lash Mascara. Like I said, I've had to compare the two. I would say that one is a very kind of like natural soft lash. This is where you get your volume and a bit more intensity, but I have it on the top and bottom. And yeah, I'm really glad they've made this because it's bloody brilliant. Okay, let's talk eyeliner. I was a huge fan of the Cosmetics liquid liner, and my pet peeve with liquid liners is I don't like felt tip pens. I like ones that have a brush tip, so it actually applies the same way if you're using a gel liner. And I went into Sephora, and I can't remember the name of the lovely woman who helped me, but I was very specific with my request. I was like, I know what I want. I don't want a felt tip pen, I want a brush tip pen, and I want a really dark matte brown. And she pointed me in the direction of this one, which is Sephora Collection Collection's own brand. I always think Sephora Collection own brand stuff, do not sleep on it. It's so good. And like any kind of eyeliner pen, I do think you need to store them upside down. I think that will make such a difference in the storing. Like when it's in my makeup bag, it's just always stored upside down to make sure that the pigment comes out and flows really easily. But the brush tip is just perfection. It moves and bends with ease. I feel like I can really get into the lash line with this, right into like in between every itty bitty little lash, and it lasts. It's waterproof, so again, I get it off with like an oil-based cleanser, and it's just really good. There is something about a matte brown liner that I just feel like myself in. When I have that on, I've got my Harry flicks going, I'm like, yep, it will always be matte brown, I think, for me, especially a dark, rich matte brown where you're like, is it black? Is it brown? I just think it softens everything in such a lovely way. Okay, let's move on to lips, because there's quite a few lip products in here, which is kind of strange for me. I'm usually quite like, there's one or two things that I just use on repeat, and I've just found a few things recently where I've been like, loving this. So first of all, it's two from Merit again. Now, these were both sent to me, and I see that Anna from the Anna Edit is always talking about the Beverly Hills lip pencil, and I was like, I need to get this and try it. She was right, it's phenomenal. So this lip pencil, again, very smooth, very forgiving. I feel like you can kind of blend it really easy with your finger. You almost can't over apply it, as is with everything with Merit. It's very user friendly. And then if you wanted a lipstick that works really well with that, I would recommend Ginger, which is the signature lip that they do. So this is the color, again, definitely more kind of peachy. I would say my defaults are kind of like Chanel, they don't make it anymore, but Adrienne, or I think it's 812, which is the one that's the refillable one. I love those ones. Those are beautiful. Love both of these together. But what I got so excited to treat myself to in London when I was in Selfridges again was one of the Dries Van Noten lipsticks. Let's just take a moment for the packaging. Is this not just the most beautiful packaging ever? And it is refillable, so again, you can change the lipsticks. I think a lot of brands now are really tapping into this idea of refillable products. Love that. And I was gonna get one of the lip balms, which one of my girlfriends, she has and swears by, but then I saw this color, and I'm gonna put it up close. It's one of their sheer lipsticks as well, so it's not like super strong, it's more sheer. But it is the perfect lipstick for applying over the top of anything that feels too plum, too pink. Like, I can't describe it. It just tones things down and makes it more nude, but without being too flat, too grayish. It's just like the perfect color on my skin tone. And I love the packaging. The packaging just makes me happy every time I hold it. It has like a really nice quality weight. And again, I think because they do the lip balms, they do it in the matte lipsticks as well. You can choose your lipstick and choose the different case. These would make such a beautiful gift for someone. So I'm just putting that out there because I feel like if I hadn't brought this myself, I would love to receive that as a gift. And these kind of three together, yes, it is more of like a full-blown lip combo, but don't knock it till you tried it. It's so, so good, and I just can't get enough of it. Then I have another lip one that a lip favorite that I need to share, and these are new from Beauty Pie. And this is actually the one I'm wearing right now. This is their Future Lipstick Deluxe Shine, and the shade I'm wearing is called Instinct. And what I love about these is it really is like a lip balm lipstick. So obviously I've shown you kind of like the more high maintenance version of my favorite lip combo, but this is just like pat it on, use your finger. It's this shade, especially Instinct, is like my perfect, don't need a mirror, just pop it on, tap it a little bit. So moisturizing, so comfortable on the lips, color's perfect. Again, if you like a lip gloss and you like a lip balm and you want something that feels like a hybrid combo, check these out. These are really, really beautiful. So I think, famous last words, that is everything that I wanted to share with you. There were some other pieces that I picked up that were more kind of like in the perfume, fragrance realm, a few skincare things, which I think I'm gonna share in a separate video. But if you are someone who loves minimal makeup like me and you like very kind of like classic pieces within your everyday makeup rotation. I really think these are some of the best things that are on the market currently that I've really been enjoying using. So I hope this was helpful. I would love to know in the description box what you would add to this list. Is there anything I should know about as a minimal makeup lover? And thank you so much for watching. I would love you to subscribe, and I'll see you soon.